Hey guys, so this is going to be an alternate video to doing Tiamat. It's different than the one I posted a couple months ago because there's only one Templar. We don't wait at 26%. I mean, just watch it and you'll see. This is going to be hopefully another explanation for people that have been struggling to do it. Because I think these ways of doing it are also really effective, if not better. So strap in and get ready for the ride. Can't believe I just said that. Okay, so this is going to be the first of two videos. This one is actually a faster and I'd say normal kill on Tiamat compared to the second one, and you'll see why later. Regardless, when you get to 50%, you pop the wow, and you just DPS it down. The nice thing about 3.7 is that they added a timer, so it helped me a lot in figuring out exactly the times we got in between ads and the AoE. So it's going to go down just ticking normally, and there's not really much else I can say here. You can look at the buffs. I don't have group 2 really showing, but I can at least say in my group. Do we have a gladiator? We do. That's cool for reference. You can see the unoverlapping mantras actually. That's bad. The ads are going to spawn at 22:32 on the timer, which is 54 seconds after we started DPSing Tiamat down below 50%. I should point out that we wait for the ultimate atrocity to go off before we start DPSing when we get it to, or when the earth skill appears. Because last time it bugged out and the ads actually spawned as Tiamat spawned those earth skills, so it was kind of interesting. At any rate, here are the ads. As you can see, one Templar is just fine. A lot of groups do it with just one Templar. And I actually try to target Tiamat more often because I'm helping heal the Templar and other people, but I'm also trying to target Tiamat because I understand that, from my perspective, it's going to be a little hard to see what the other classes are doing. So you can at least tell the DPS, if that helps. The next set of ads are going to spawn at 21:38, which is another 54 seconds from the initial first ads. So there are the ads. I'm pointing this out because the next spawn of ads are going to happen at 21:05, which is only 33 seconds after this spawn. However, this also comes with the flip side that you're doing a lot more DPS to Tiamat, and I'm going to target it in a sec, I think. Come on, me. Okay, there. It's already at about, I don't know, 17%. Okay, here comes the next earth skill in 5 seconds, and the ads will spawn. All the ads will spawn in 5 seconds, I should say. So now we have all the ads, as well as the AoE. Okay, I guess how am I going to explain this, because it's already after the fact. And while I was explaining the ads, I didn't realize that the AoE came at the exact same time. So, if you're doing it the fast way, where you don't wait, and you get the second set of ads by the time it's already 25%, the next spawn will be the AoE, so just keep that in mind. And the AoE only took 51 seconds below 26%, and that was the third spawn of ads, by the way. If this is confusing, you can go back and watch it, but I'll put all the timers listed so that it'll be understandable. Plus, I have another recording to help reinforce the fact. But at any rate, there's a little bit of trouble there. Cleric died, but the Tiamat's about to die, so yeah, that's the first video. And go ahead and watch the second one before you go back and look at the first one. Just confirm the entire process, I guess you'd say. Okay, I'm gonna cut off for a sec. Okay, so this is the second video. I looked at the timers and compared them between the first and the second, and they're actually different. But they are pretty close in the sense that you could probably set the ads to be about 45 seconds in every time, and then you can just be expecting them. So you could say like 45 seconds ads, and then 45 seconds ads will be soon, and just keep doing that. Regardless, this one's going to be different, like I said, because there's one person less. We lost another chanter, which was actually going to be DPS. Yeah. It's kind of weird to me trying to figure out the timers because they aren't exact, and the AoEs themselves also were a little different, but the consistent thing is that the AoEs always spawned with the third set of ads between these two, and I'm sure in other runs I've done I haven't paid attention, but every time we got to the third set of ads, the AoE would happen right as it happened or right immediately after. So I think that's a pretty accurate indicator of when to expect the AoE if you are doing it the way we do it now, which is just going after 26%. Because this is exactly like in the old video, the thing I mentioned about waiting for the third set. And we're actually waiting for the third set of ads by the time it already spawned or is below 26%. So that's the same spawn that's going to be the AoE spawn. That's why in the old video we waited for the third set and then went, because by the fifth spawn we get the AoE, which is way after. We also do Templars, which is not necessary for doing it that long. I don't think one Templar can handle 5 waves of ads. Maybe they can, not 100% sure. Anyway, we're getting up to the second spawn, which is going to be at 2009. I'm also putting the amount of time it takes between each spawn, like after the first one. They're not exact, but like I said, you can say 45 seconds and then expect ads within the next, I don't know, 10-ish seconds. So you can set a timer to be 45 tick, 45 tick, 45 tick. Now that Tiamat's below 50%, I can explain better in this video than the last one. The AoE is going to happen, actually it happens 9 seconds quicker in this video than the previous one. It happens 42 seconds after at 1928. But you can consistently say that, AoE will happen about, you can, but how long does Brilliant Protection last? Long enough. You can pop Quickness, Brilliant Protection, Shields, etc. at about 35 seconds after you get below 25%. That's a pretty safe number, I think. 30 seconds if you really want to be safe. Because here's the AoE, and it happened at 1928, which is 42 seconds after it hit 25%. So, what I'm going to say is that for the ads, doing it this way, just like in the old video, 45 seconds after initial spawn, and just go off that. But the AoE seems to happen exactly as the third wave of ads spawn, so when the third ads are coming, that's when the AoE will come in this kind of DPS. It actually doesn't take that long to kill Tiamat either, doing it this way. I think total time is like, I don't know, almost 4 minutes for us. Oh, I'm getting whispered. You know how late I'm doing this recording? Anyway, I guess we'll watch Tiamat die because this is actually a little slower, like I said. Which is funny because I don't think anyone dies, even though... Yeah, no, same amount of ads. I think we're on the 4th spawn now. Yes, we are. Okay, we didn't get to the 4th spawn in the previous video. I guess I should include that timer. I'll have to look at it in a sec, but... Regardless, Tiamat's about to die before he can do another AoE, so... I mean, if you get to the second AoE, I'm not even going to show because I don't know what it is, but if you get to that point, then I think you should consider making your DPS do a little better job because, I don't know, it shouldn't take that long to get to Tiamat. Not to sound rude about it, but... Or to kill Tiamat, sorry. Anyway, I hope these two videos are really useful and can give another point of view about doing the boss. And, yeah, not much else to say. They posted DPS me. I will not show the loot because I can tell you already it's really poopy. Actually, no. The first video I got 200 stones from a Tiamat guard's great sword, so hells yeah. Anyway guys, that's it for this PvE session, so